Our co-founders, Koki and Deepak, went out to New York several years ago and looked around in East Village, some bars and restaurants, and really liked the concept and brought that back over the pond, back to UK, London specifically. We opened up our first restaurant in Kensington, and that was an underground basement restaurant, essentially bringing in cocktails and comfort foods from New York in an underground speakeasy concept. Dirty Bones focused a lot on delivery leading up to the pandemic, and obviously was a key factor post-pandemic. We found that we were focusing a lot on delivery, and essentially we wanted to save time in getting that product to go through to the kitchen, and the first thing we needed was a integration with our platforms for delivery, and we came across Deliverect, which had a really good integration, meaning that we could use it as an aggregator for all the platforms, so we didn't have to have separate software integrations, which was great. The team worked well together, resolving issues, and it's probably one of my favorite integrations for the team as well as myself. Deliverect is an aggregator which essentially talks with third-party delivery platforms. They take orders from those platforms, and Deliverect collates them and sends them off to Tevalis, which in turn pushes those products to our KMS screens, and obviously the team will produce those products and send it off, and it's a seamless integration. Delivery has gotten bigger for us in Dirty Bones, and essentially what that means is a lot more orders coming through, and what we wanted to do is take the pressure off the team placing those orders physically on the Epos. Deliverect saves us time and money by pushing those orders through to the kitchen, giving more time back to the team on the floor, and improving our customer service at sites.
My name's Dan Bennett. I'm the head of operations for Lena Stores. Lena Stores started in 1944 as a delicatessen in Soho, and at the time there wasn't really anywhere within London that you could get in authentic Italian produce. Basically, that was handed through various families, various Italian families, all the way through until the present day. And in 2018, it was just the standalone site. And that's when we decided we'd open a restaurant based on Lena Stores, which is fresh pasta, fresh Italian produce, the best that Italy has to offer. We now have 4 restaurants, 3 delicatessens, an online business, and a central production unit as well. We work in a clearly very fast-paced environment, and therefore it's super important that all our technology and all our integrations and all our partners can match that pace. It's crucial that we don't have guests backed up at a till whilst it takes its time to process the order, okay? And Tevalis gives us that. Not only can it process the order literally fast, but it can also integrate with payment system, which makes the whole process much smoother and much quicker. Payment Sense is ultimately a payment solution that integrates with Tevalis. It is a PDQ, a credit card machine that allows you to take payments from guests before they leave. Obviously, it's really important that that's as smooth as possible, and it's a matter of fact of hitting a button, saying pay, giving that to the guest, they tap their card and job done. The integration between Payment Sense and Tevalis means that as soon as the payment is made by the guest, that is cleared off the system and ready to go again for the next table.
Tevalis has preferred partners. One of them would be Payment Sense, a credit card company, which we were introduced to a few years back. We recently had another previous credit card company which wasn't integrated at the time, and we really wanted to get integrations going, and Tevalis steered us into Payment Sense hands, and we had a great conversation with them, and they had some really good rates, and there was no work to be done with regards to integrations. It was just there. So I've got to say that there was no hardships there at all. It was a really good relationship between the two, and we haven't looked back. Firstly, I enjoy Payment Sense due to the reporting they have. One key factor in the integration is closing tables. What you find is in a high turnover site like Carnaby, the team tend to forget to close tables off after taking payment. And that can cause severe delays, and also looking through printed tickets can cause even further severe delays. One thing that I really enjoy about PaymentSense and Tevalis integration is the way that you can pull up any table in the restaurant and close it off anywhere in the restaurant, and that closes off, takes payment, which is the most essential part, and also closes the table off on the Epos. Once that's done, you can move on to the next table and then move on from there. Working with PaymentSense and Tevalis has been seamless. They work well together. It saves me a lot of time, and when problems come up, quicker to solve, and lets me get on with more operational issues.
In the back end, it integrates with other systems, for example, Planday. Planday is our rotoring and scheduling software, and therefore what it does is Tevalis inputs sales every night into our system there, and that can be put against a labour cost, and that's the best way we can manage labour on the fly. Planday is our scheduling, rotoring and HR module that we use throughout the whole business. That integrates with Tevalis, and Tevalis gives us detail mostly to do with sales data, puts it into Planday, and that allows us to put against our labour cost and our rotoring numbers in order to better understand that part of the business. As we bonus our senior managers on all kinds of different KPIs, one of those is a labour percentage. It means not only are we able to track it, but they're fairly able to track on a daily basis their labour percentage, their sales in relation to that, and hopefully achieve maximum bonus. The integration between Tevalis and Planday means that we don't have to wait until the end of the week or the end of the month to look at our labour tracking against our sales. It means we can do it live on a daily basis. It means we can affect it there and then, and we can look at trends.
Finance team have come back and asked to save some time with regards to all the invoices coming through. Tevalis has a turnkey system where you create purchase orders and invoicing. Obviously there's a lot of man hours that needs to be done in order to send those invoices across to finance. And we were introduced to Xero, which I think most companies probably use, and we recently started an integration with Xero and Tevalis, and what that does is once you approve all your purchase orders and invoices, those are then pushed through to Xero and saves finance hours, I'm told, with regards to processing. We're always looking to get data as quick as possible. We're trying to speed up the time we can get our P&Ls out to our general managers. In order to do that, we need to process purchase orders and invoices at a higher rate. What Xero and the Tevalis integration does is closes that time, essentially giving our finance team more time to focus on our P&Ls, and also a big factor for us is the gross profit for any business, and to get real-time GPs is so essential, and Xero and Tevalis integration chops that time down. Yumpingo is integrated with Tevalis, which is a feedback platform. It gives live updates of customers' feedback and experience at site level, which is a huge game changer for us. We noticed that we get over 80% feedback from the customers at site, which is just essential for us moving forward. Yumpingo provided us with devices which has an integration with Tevalis system, which is quite a nifty little integrations where it pulls down the products, so food and drinks that the customers have had at the table, and it picks random dishes and basically asks questions depending on what time or day you are visiting the restaurant, and get some granular feedback on the dish, which is great because if you're making menu changes, you can pinpoint a dish and essentially get feedback there and then, and if it's not great, then you can make your changes sooner rather than later. We had a previous feedback platform which got feedback from customers, but we could never really pinpoint where that feedback was really coming from. Was it just an overall aspect, or was it just food or drink? We never really got an answer. With Yumpingo, because you could pull through products, it really personalizes the feedback, and really gives the customer an opportunity to say, you know, if they enjoyed their experience or not with said dish or environment, or the time of day. It really gives a really robust system with regards to feedback. We're always looking to improve our product. With the integrations between Yampingo and Tevalis, we are now rolling out dishes at site specific and asking customers questions about those products. Because of the integration and the ease of use, it literally takes us a few minutes to make some changes on the platform, push that out to our devices, and with the help of the integration between Tevalis and Yampingo, those dishes can be focused on the customers and we can get really good feedback straight away.
7 Rooms is our reservation system, and it works from a customer perspective. They can come online or they can walk into one of our restaurants and they can reserve a table. From our perspective, it means that we have a reservations book online. We can allocate tables, we can tweak all kinds of things throughout the shift, and we can make sure that we receive any vital messages from the guests. For example, on the front end, we integrate with 7 Rooms, which is our reservations platform. And what that means is that you can, not only can you see every reservation that's coming up on that table for the evening, but you can also go into the reservations platform and see what's going on live on that table at the time. And that means that the reservations platform can learn from the data as well. So if you come in and you've booked a table tonight, Tevalis will give 7 Rooms that information of what you ordered, and it will remember it for next time, and we can learn from that data as we go along. So working in a busy environment like we do, it's obviously really important to have 7 Rooms, the reservation platform, up to speed with what's going on. And the integration with Tevalis allows that to happen even more. It means that our hosts on the front door can log into 7 Rooms and look exactly what's going on downstairs without having to run down there to see what's going on with that table, and they can accurately quote, for example, to someone through the door when that table will be available next. In terms of marketing, the 7 Rooms information, that's imported from Tevalis and it's put on there, and it means that we have a really powerful marketing tool. It means we can tailor our marketing, what we email, what we talk out to our customers, completely dependent on what they've ordered and how they've behaved before. As a result of the 7 Rooms integration with Tevalis, it means that we can learn our customers' behaviour, hopefully in a more passive way, where we see if you come in every time and we can see that you always order a Negroni, for example, it means that next time potentially we have the chance to delight you by when you turn up, we can give you a Negroni. The integration with Tevalis and 7 Rooms also gives us marketing opportunities. I mentioned that it can learn our customers' behaviour and our customers' sales patterns, and as a result we can use that to tailor our marketing to our customer base, so we don't hit everyone with the same blanket marketing. It can be literally bespoke to what you've bought and what you like.